Hello guys, well today I want to talk a little bit about these two exercises you've just heard. I think you've noticed that these two exercises are pretty similar in their shape, right? But the notes are different in relation to the harmony. Okay. First, let me tell you that I've taken these two phrases from the same harmonic passage on the Way You Look Tonight by Jimmy Raney. So Jimmy Raney plays these two different phrases over E flat 7, A flat major 7th, and I twisted a little bit the phrase. So the first phrase he plays, let me see, he plays this again, he plays this phrase on bars 33 and 34. Then the other one, and the previous one is over this harmony: B flat minor 7, E flat 7, and A flat major 7. Right? So the first four phrases fit perfectly over B flat minor 7, B flat, C, D flat, E flat. So we have over the B flat minor 7, we have tonic, ninth, minor third, perfect fourth. Then on the harmony comes the E flat 7, which is flat 9, sharp 9, tonic, minor 7. And then comes the A flat major 7th, and he just plays the major third of the A flat, and then he plays an approach note to that major third again. Okay, well, that's the harmony of this first phrase. And the second phrase is played on bars 113 and 114. He plays this phrase over E flat 7th, A flat major 7th. There's no B flat minor 7 here. Well, there is one on the previous bar, so it's not important for us right for these exercises. The phrase is like this. And then he goes back to another thing. Let's hear it again. Okay, that's this phrase. Notice that we have the same harmony that before. I've said that we don't have a B flat minor 7 here, but it's not important because we can replace that. Even in the previous bar, if there isn't B flat minor 7, it's the same, because all the 4 notes that he plays over that chord fit perfectly fine over a E flat 7. Sorry. So let's analyze this phrase here. We have E flat 7, A flat major 7, right? And the phrase is he plays major 3rd, an approach note to the 5th, then we have the 13, minor 7th, tonic, 13, 5th, tonic of the A flat major 7, the 6th, and that's it, right? Here on what Jimmy Raney played here. I modified it a little bit for these exercises. So the first phrase, the first I played, it's like this. Again. So we have a different ending, and this sounds pretty bebop, this approach. Yes? That approach. And the other one, it's this. Over the same harmony, E flat 7, A flat major 7. So I want you to notice this, that we are playing almost the same phrase. It's just one note. Just one note is different. This note at the ending. The other one is. Yes. That note is different on this shape, but all these notes are different on the harmony. So, for example, I could play E flat 7, A flat major 7, and again E flat 7, A flat major 7. On these 4 bars, I could play, for example, and then over these 4 chords, I could play this same phrase, one minor 3rd away from each other. And all these notes are different on the harmony. We are in the key of A flat, and I want you to analyze it that way. But I want to simplify it, and I want us to see this on the key of C, because I want you to really understand this easily, right? So on the key of G, on the key of C, we have G7 to a C major 7th. The phrase is here. Yes. And the other phrase is 1 minor third up the neck. So it will be this. Okay. But let's analyze here. Remember, G7, C major 7. We have third, an approach note, sharp 4 to the perfect fifth, the 13th, minor 7, tonic, perfect fifth. Here we are on the C major 7th, so tonic, 6, 7. Yeah? Tonic, 6th, 7th. And G7, C major 7. Then we have again the same harmony, but we play it here. 1 minor third above this phrase. So we have perfect fifth, 13, minor 7th, tonic, flat 9, sharp 9, flat 9, tonic, minor 7th, major 3rd, tonic, 9th. Okay? So as you can see, this both phrases are really similar, but they are different notes, obviously, on the harmony. Here on the first one we have more diatonic phrase. And here we have a more altered phrase, because we have again 5th, 13, minor 7, tonic, flat 9, sharp 9. Here goes back, minor 7, major 3rd, because here we are on the C major 7, tonic and 9. Yes? So for example, I recorded both exercises. One of the first exercise is more diatonic, and the second exercise, it has more altered notes, because he plays the flat 9th and sharp 9th, right? And for example, I reproduced these two exercises together, both lines, and it sounds pretty strange because some of the notes clash, but I think it was funny to hear it that way. I think I'll add, for those who are interested to hear how this sound, I'll put both exercises together as a bonus track here on my Patreon, and for those who buy this lesson too. Okay, now we have to analyze the arpeggios and scales for each of these exercises. So for the first one, I want to talk on A flat, because that's how the exercise starts, and that's where Jimmy played this. So I have to talk on A flat. Some of you are not accustomed to think on this kind of keys, especially those of you who are beginners, right? But you have to make an effort on thinking about flat ninth, sharp ninth, and all the notes on every key. So I want, from now on this video, I won't talk about these phrases on C. I'll talk on A flat. Okay, so let's go with the first one. E flat, A flat, major 7th. On this shape, all those notes are on E flat. Then the arpeggio is this. That's the arpeggio. And the scale, you could play here E flat mixolydian, right? Or if you want to explore a different sound, you could play the E flat Lydian 7. Yes. With that sharp 11. And I'm telling you this because the phrase has that sharp 11th. Okay? But it's more like an approach note rather than a sharp 11th. So it's your choice. Okay, that's easy. It's A flat. That's the scale, right? That's the scale. You could use that voicing. And the arpeggio, it's a difficult one on this position. You had A flat, C, E flat, G, then you have the A flat here and the C. Right? The whole arpeggio on this position, it's taught like this. But I've transcribed, I don't know, 300 songs, and I never see a musician playing this whole arpeggio. Keep in mind that an arpeggio, it's a map that we use. It's not something that you have to play, but it's a map. It's a help. So you know where the important chord notes are. So in fact you could play, for example, A flat, C, E flat, F. Yeah, it's the 6th. F, G, A flat and C. Even you could play, for example, the B flat here. could play all these notes and notice that the only note I didn't play now, it was the D flat, which is the sharp, the perfect fourth. So that's a note that we want to avoid because of this. It clashes with the third, with the major third. When you play it fast, it's cool. Etc. Now let's talk about all these things, but on this other position. Here. Here the arpeggio, the Mixolydian arpeggio of E flat 7 would be this. And the arpeggio for the A flat major 7, it's this. E flat Mixolydian is flat Mixolydian, and that's the same scale for the A flat major. You have to know where the flat ninth and sharp ninth are, and then you add them to your playing. I think I could make a whole video just talking about this flat ninth and sharp ninth shapes, notes against the dominant, because that way if you know where they are, you know where you can go to add tension to your lines. Okay, it's not something mechanic that you have to do. For example, no, it's something musical. So you have to listen to your lines and start adding these notes. First you have to hear them, and then you have to add them when you play, and trying to generate a melody, something that makes sense, you know. And this Jimmy Raney improvisation, it has many moments where he plays with the flat ninth and sharp ninth sound. Even I think there are moments where he plays with the altered fifth, sharp fifth or flat fifth. That's another important part to alter a dominant chord. So that's why I want to make a video talking about this For example, let's hear this phrase, but not as an exercise, just like to highlight how Jimmy used all these alterations, right? The flat ninth, the sharp ninth, and the flat fifth. Flat fifth, sharp fifth. Because I even create a document, I highlighted many altered ninths and fifths, but this one is already a very long video, and I can't talk about all these 12 phrases. So I think I should just make a video talking about those phrases and not without an exercise, because one exercise is makes a long video, because I have to explain the arpeggios I use, the arpeggios that are used, the scale, and what Jimmy played. So that makes a long video, and talking about all these things, the video would be 1 hour long, and no one listens. Almost no one listens to such a long video. At least I don't listen to a video 1 hour long, you know. No, I don't have that time. I don't know if you listen, maybe I can do it and it's alright, but many people don't have that patience. I don't have that time, and I'm really anxious, so I can't stay 1 hour watching a video. It's a lot to me. It's like 100 years. Okay. Another thing, remember, you can download all these lessons on my Patreon page, on my Patreon site. So check my Patreon site. I upload one lesson or backing track each Saturday, and I post 6 transcriptions each month. So if you check, for example, the level 2 and 3, you will have a lot of material that I transcribe and create as these phrases, you know. I think next week I'll just going to talk about all these 12 phrases that I found interesting on Jimmy's solo, without an exercise, because as I just said, if I do an exercise, the video is too long, I talk too much, I don't know how to sum up things, you know, I have to talk about them. So, okay, I hope you like this lesson, I hope you find it useful, I hope you find it fun to listen, and I think it's interesting to learn this kind of things, so you have more phrases to use. For example, the last thing, I came up with this phrase, this one, that by mistake, because as we saw, Jimmy doesn't play that. He plays in both cases. But I played this by mistake, and I thought it was really bebop. Right? We probably heard Charlie Parker playing this 1,000,000 times. Those 16th notes, really important, because you have 8 notes, and those 16th notes on the on the up beat. It's really bebop. Really bebop. And the other one, right? And another thing, modifications. You can play it like this, or you can play not a long note, short one. Right? Or you can play just two notes. You can change it. Or a lot of little twists that you can do, you can play in order to make this phrase yours. But I wanted to highlight this approach, because that little idea or resource, you can use it for any other part of your solo in another tune without playing this whole phrase, you know. You can, for example, we are in C. You know, that 16th, those 16th notes approaching another note, the important one. So you can play with that. Okay, guys, 35 minutes. I have to cut this, edit this, and I have to try it. I have to try to make it shorter. so you have you want to see it, to watch it, guys. I hope you liked this lesson. Check out my Patreon site. All your support is really important for me. And okay, see you next week.